Guys, this has to be one of the most shocking updates or one of the most shocking immigration news that I've ever heard of all time. This news is how a United Nations judge, guys, was found guilty of forcing women to work in the UK as a slave. Like, we always say that ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Coming from a lawyer myself, it's always a saying that you can't claim that you're ignorant of the law. How did this woman find herself in that situation where she was arrested and then now she has been found guilty and would be sentenced by Maid too? These and many more is what we'll be discussing in today's video. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Yettysplash. I share information about traveling, relocating, life in the UK, and also just, keep my followers updated. And today we're discussing a woman who has been found guilty of forcing somebody to come and work for her in the UK. So let me give you a background story. Lydia, that's the name of this woman in question. She's a UN judge. She came to the UK as a student. And then I don't know how she did it. She brought this young lady that has not been named for obvious, persecution reasons or for witness protection reason to the UK to come and work for her. It's like, God, I wouldn't say audacity. It's just the level of prestige that people are earning. We know that having, slaves or maid back in Africa is a thing. Like, a lot of people are back home. If I were back home, I'll probably at this stage also have someone, have an help that's helping me. But it's not the case in the UK because there are employment law, there's salary threshold that you have to pay people. You can't just bring in. Can you bring someone to come and work for you? I think they call them au pairs, or AUPAIR, au pair. That's when you come to the UK to, come and live with somebody to assist them to work. But there are still rules and regulations guiding that. There's still salary threshold that need to be met. And there's something called Modern Slavery Act in the UK. And the Modern Slavery Act means that it's an act dedicated to protect people so that you're not deceiving people, exploiting people to come and work for you. And at the end of the day, the working condition is in quote and unquote modern slavery because you're still treating them as a slave, and that is totally illegal in the UK. Let's look at this news in details, and then you guys will tell me at the end of this video if what the UK government did, or if what I would say UK government anyway, because the judge is representing the country, was fair by sentencing this woman or finding her guilty, or if the lady in question, which is the maid, did her boss dirty. What do you think? Let's find out more. So guys, this is straight from BBC, okay? So it is not a made-up story. A United Nations judge has been convicted of forcing a young woman to work as a slave. Prosecutor said Lydia took advantage of her status over her victim by preventing her from holding down steady employment while forcing her to work as a maid and provide childcare for free. So this woman is in the UK on a student visa. Probably she came with her children. She's currently doing her PhD at Oxford, also in law. This young girl that was not mentioned, in the news to come and work for her as a maid without adequate pay. She's also doing free childcare for her. We all know how expensive childcare is in the UK. You can't just tell someone to look after your child and you're not paying them. So the 49-year-old, who is also a High Court judge in Uganda, was found guilty of conspiring to facilitate the commission of a breach of UK immigration law, facilitating travel with a view of exploitation, forcing someone to work, and conspiracy to intimidate a witness. She will be sentenced at Oxford Crown Court on May 2. So there's this footage released by the Thames Valley Police where Mbagbe appeared shocked when an officer said he was arresting her under the Modern Slavery Act. So I'm going to play the tape for you guys now so that you listen.
So unfortunately I'm going to have to now arrest you on suspicion of keeping somebody in slavery and servitude under the Modern Slavery Act. So you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention in question something which later on in court,
Officer,
anything you do say may be used as evidence. Alright. Sorry?
I am a judge in my country. I even have immunity. I am not a criminal.
You've got immunity in this country?
She kept saying that she's a judge in her country, she has immunity, and she is not a criminal.
Yes.
This country?
Yes. I have a diplomatic passport.
You're a diplomat?
Yes.
So
In fact, the conversation ended with the defendant saying, I came here as a student. I don't need anyone to work for me. I didn't come with her. She asked me because she has worked at my home before and she asked me. So apparently, she is defending herself that, oh no, she didn't bring the child or she didn't bring the young lady here to come and work as a slave. The young lady was working for her back home. and has requested that she comes to the UK to join her as well, and she brought her in. There's more to this story that the press is not releasing. To be honest, I feel like there's more to this story. I don't know who to believe. Maybe we're believing the judge or the young girl. And you know how Africans are. I beg your pardon. I apologize if this is going to hurt anyone, but I'm also African. They sometimes turn out to be ungrateful when you try to help them. Yes, I understand that people are saying, oh, she's using the... No. You know, back home, you're there, you're probably suffering, and then there's an opportunity for you to come. You just jump at it, and then you come here, you meet people, and then they tell you, do you know, you can get your British citizenship. Just do this for your boss, do this. And people turn out to be desperate. I'm not saying that is the situation here, or that is what the young lady did to her boss, but there's a possibility that all these things might be just cooked up story from this lady, and there's possibility that she's being used for modern slavery. But again, like I said, I'm not the judge. There is more to the story. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. So here's what the police department have to say. They're saying that Lydia is an extremely qualified lawyer, a Uganda High Court judge, and a UN Criminal Tribunal judge. So she's aware of the law to know that you cannot bring people, force them to come and work for you in the UK, and you're not paying them well. That means it's modern slavery, and that is against the UK immigration law. Also, the Office of the United Nations Secretary General has come to say that any immunity Lydia may have enjoyed as a UN judge has been waived by the Office of the United Nations Secretary General. So they're not even backing her. They're saying, if you have immunity, because she kept saying in the video that she has immunity. So whatever immunity she enjoys is now seized, and then the courts will sentence her appropriately. So what do you guys think about this story? Do you think that is fair? Do you think that is unfair? Let me know in the comment section, because I find it so shocking. I would never have thought that there would be a day where a UN judge would be prosecuted, and kudos to the UK government for that. I love the fact that there's no man when it comes to European countries. Like, no matter who you are, as long as they found you guilty of an offense, they are going to try and prosecute you. So it's left for you to either defend yourself with evidence or you lose the case. And clearly in this case, it seems Judge Lydia is actually losing the case because she has been found guilty, and she definitely would be sentenced May 2nd. So I'm going to update you guys after a sentencing and let you guys know what the courts, finally decide. But she has been found guilty, so definitely she's going to face the wrath of the law. Do you think that finding her guilty is fair, or you think that there's more to this case and then there's another story elsewhere? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, share, keep following Yettysplash for more. For everything migration, for all the gist and latest immigration updates, ensure that you stay tuned to this page. And if you're yet to watch all my home videos, please ensure that you watch them and entertain yourself. Don't forget, again, I know I've said it before, to subscribe, keep watching, and keep following Yettysplash for more. Bye, guys.